Hi, looks like I'm actually live. Today, I'm going to be talking about colorism. It's a topic that has been in my head for a couple of weeks now. And before I started this video, I decided to go on Twitter and see what people were saying about colorism on Twitter. And I saw a lot of tweets, about colorism. So, but basically, what do I want to talk about? I just want to talk about colorism and the irony of, self-deprecation among Africans. And in this case, I'm gonna use Nigeria as an example. I mean, we are a prime example of Africans. You know, it's very funny how we have been using a self-deprecating term to refer to ourselves. You know, we have internalized racism without actually knowing. Take for instance, it's very common for Nigerians to refer to Ghanaians, or for Ghanaians to refer to Nigeria. Some Nigerians or some Ghanaians to refer to some Nigerians in a very, very unkind manner, using such words as, oh, look at you, you're so black, we can't see your face. And the irony is, the person who is saying this is also a person of color. So people say nasty things about the other people, because of the tone of their skin. In actual fact, and I talked about this the last time when I went live, that no one in actual fact of it is black. Is it is it's a European sociological idea. It is not the way we see ourselves, because in actual fact, no one is really black. But nonetheless, it should be uh, some sort of injustice to myself to see this kind of thing going on and not saying anything about it. The other day, I was on Facebook and I saw this meme. You know, in the meme, there's a guy whom we can't see. You can tell there's somebody there because of the eyeball, which are extremely white. And then the person wrote, "This was how Kanuri people used to look before they started marrying Fulanis." Now, if you do not know, the Kanuri people are, the ethnic nationality that lives in the northeast of Nigeria. Some part of Chad, some part of Niger Republic, as well as Cameroon. And then the Fulanis are, they are almost in every country in West African sub-region. Anyway, so he said, this was how the Kanuris used to look before the coming of the Fulanis. And a lot of people laughed at the joke. You know, they laughed at the joke because they thought it was a joke. But I also saw how this sort of behavior, kind of reinforce the need for people to bleach their skin, the need for people to buy a very dangerous chemical component and use it on themselves in the bid to, have a lighter skin tone, you know, in the bid to look, beautiful, you know, which is kind of an internalization of the innate racism, that we have all come to see in the world. But what I have observed is that, within ourselves, when we do say these things to ourselves, we don't really see them as being offensive. But it does become very offensive when we go out there into the world and we started relating with other people, and then we're treated in a way, you know, uh, that is as a result of our skin color, without deferring to the kind of person we are, to our characters. Basically, this is what colorism is all about. It is the reason why someone like me would think that someone that has a lighter skin tone, is much more beautiful than someone that looks like me, or someone that even looks, or a shade darker than myself. These are actually passive racism, passive discrimination in a way, and these are things that we have internalized without meaning to do so, without meaning to actually internalize them. But it happens every day in everyday conversation. It's such a shame, but this is something that we need to be very cognizant of. And if we are in the wrong, we all can make amends now. Thank you for listening.